On behalf of Peter and I, we wanted to thank all the people that particularly made it possible for us to go and spend 7 days and 7 nights out of mobile reception and out of internet reception, so lush. You know, to enable us to be present with 15 other amazing people who, were also so special to be with and to share the experience with. They'd been drawn from the Four Winds, from Rockhampton, Mackay, down in Victoria, Toowoomba, Brisbane, and now we know each other and we have a bond because of the experience that we shared on that site and because of our commitment to creative practice.
So you get kind of a
inverse. You trace my print first.
This is flat land and it's just laid out like a map, like a place where you can't go over the next hill and look for the next best thing. It's just all right here. There's a feeling of that. That's special about Bimblebox. To see a section of land that is dry and flat in central Queensland that hasn't been destroyed or taxed by different processes of industry.
At first you see trees and shrubs and grass and so on, but over the 6 days or so, really honing in on the particular shape of twig that a species has, or the particular structure, and by doing a drawing you really notice something that you didn't notice at first, and so that's been enjoyable, to stick with one subject long enough to start to notice more and more each day. It's a gradual noticing more things about the subjects.
A line that went all the way to be like your life journey, but the shadow could write on it. Absolutely not to be forgotten, a big thank you to Jill Sampson, who has tirelessly committed herself to organising the camp and receiving the expressions of interest and attending everything, her belief in that and understanding of the power of it. And she can't be here today, but we are so grateful for everything that she's done. I think you would agree with me that believe in something like this. For 12 years she's, I think, done it. We just thank her. Yeah.
The gritty stuff sinks to the bottom and you leave it behind.
So the art camps are one aspect of what's called the Bimblebox Art Project. It's a multifaceted project curated by the artist Jill Sampson. 2 Bimblebox touring exhibitions that Jill has organised have now been viewed by just under 70,000 people, so that's quite an achievement. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you have a look at the Bimblebox Art Project website. So the 2023 Art, Science and Nature Camp, which is the inspiration for this exhibition, was the 7th such camp since the inception of Bimblebox in 2001. The Jugalingu people, the traditional owners of Bimblebox, practice the art and science of caring for country for millennia, and since Bimblebox has never been cleared or mined, the soul of the country is vibrant. Over the years, Bimblebox has attracted the support of thousands. Traditional custodians, artists, volunteers, scientists, naturalists, lawyers, sympathetic graziers. However, none of this could have happened without the extraordinary personalities who are the backbone of Bimblebox, Paola Cassoni and Ian Hock.
And for the wonderful food, I mean, to be cooked for, like homemade pasta and home-baked bread in a fuel stove, and right out in the middle of this dry, flat land, and we could come and we'd sit at this long table like the Last Supper, and we'd be fed, and then we could go and continue with what we were doing, and it was so nurturing. So thank you for that, because that made it a different experience. And to Eric and Diana also took us as botanists, very knowledgeable, took us on a walk through the heathland and the grassland, the heathland, the woodland, a bit of everything probably, and guided us in a knowing way, brought the bush to life in a way that we might not ordinarily have seen it with their deep knowledge. And there's something very special about that art, nature, science fusion, the bringing together of people from those fields that I think has so much potential.
Well, the camp's been fabulous as far as, it's got the perfect mix of the community around the meal times and campfire and all of that, a group of like-minded people who are all very open about their practice and sharing with each other our practices, because we've got this environment around us, and so between meal times we wander off and you can have 3 hours on your own if you want to. So it's been a lovely balance of alternating from working on your own with the environment to then coming back to the main camp for a meal time and the chatter. That's what I've enjoyed most, that you can quickly go from one to the other.